we got the R&B duo in the building. Ruff Endz is here. If I can hear you clap it up right now because it is real special. What up? Dante, David, what up, man?
What it do? What's good?
What's up, brother?
You already know, man. Appreciate you guys. Listen, again, I want to say thank you for jumping on the platform. Let's jump right in. Let's get it started. Most people know you guys met in high school, so we're not going to dive into details, but I do want to talk about Baltimore.
Right.
Understand. Right. Now, let me ask you the question. Is Tupac the greatest rapper to come out of Baltimore? You know he's from Baltimore.
Right. The reason why I'm gonna say no, not really, because there's a lot of great rappers that you never even heard of. Baltimore.
Please tell me a couple that you would consider, at a higher level than Pac.
Yeah, but I'm saying you going off of his. I mean, if we talk about his achievements, like the heights that he's reached, okay. But if you're talking about just sheer talent, skill, yeah. I mean, look, rest in peace to Mac, man. My guy Mac from Baltimore. You know what I mean? We lost him a couple years ago.
Rest in peace.
Mac, he got that rough voice, you know what I mean? I did a bunch of songs with him before either one of us was known. We got some.
Look, I got one for you right now. That's living. My boy King Los from Baltimore.
Oh
yeah. Nah, King Los is a problem.
I'll put King Los up against anybody right now. Shout out to my man King Los from Baltimore, doing his thing. Yo, he doing his thing. I mean, the industry know about this guy is crazy. Like, he is an animal.
How about, I also think Lloyd Banks is from Baltimore, right?
Wow,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Lloyd Banks from Baltimore, bro, and he's a beast.
Lloyd was always one of my favorite. Because I'm a huge 50 fan. I'm a huge 50 Cent fan from day one.
And I feel like Lloyd was definitely one of the most lyrical out of the whole G Unit.
Oh yeah, Lloyd was crazy, man. His album.
Crazy.
I gotta look that up, man. You got me thinking. Lloyd Banks from Baltimore? What?
I think it's true. So whoever's in here, go and Google it and tell me if it's indeed confirmed. But I think it's true.
I think his album is Hunger for More. His first album was Hunger for More or something like that.
It probably was the one where he was like it looked like the dollar. He was
Hunger for More.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, Lloyd ain't nothing. He's a problem.
Huge unit fan. So
yeah, for sure. Let me ask you another Baltimore question. How real was The Wire?
The Wire was watered down a little bit.
Tell me, because there might be cats who are not from Baltimore. Explain.
So you got to go a little TV. You got to go a little TV when it comes to, telling stories for the masses on television, on a show, whatever the case is. But to be honest with you, it was still watered down on a lot of levels. They show you a lot of the drama within the dialogue, people talking. But as far as happenings, we are still averaging 350 murders a year here. We ain't the size of New York. We ain't the size of a lot of these other places, man. We should be averaging 350 murders a year, more days than it is a year. Every year, that's
wow.
That's to be proud of, man.
No, it's not. It really isn't, man.
That's crazy, man.
The show. Listen, the show was a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
But right, to be actually living in it and coming from that area and to see those statistics, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, crazy.
When you in it, you don't realize how bad it was. Like when we was in it, like I used to walk through a lot of these neighborhoods. Like I was walking on my way to see a girl, you know what I mean? And I remember just trying to just make sure I just get through. You know what I mean? It was no problems, but that was just a normal thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Looking back, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Right. For sure.
There's a lot of people that just walk down the street and there was a rap for them. You know what I mean? So.
Nah, that's crazy. It's crazy, man. I listen. I understand it, man. I came from a crazy city myself, but last one about Baltimore. How impactful was was the Baltimore house music scene early on, because there's a big dance house scene in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Dante take that one on that one.
Man, listen, I'm a dance fanatic because of house music, man.
Yeah,
like I took to the Afrobeats trend so hard because to me it's like Baltimore club music. You got a lot of legendary DJs that's still spinning. DJ Boovie, Kenny K, Sean Marshall. Like you got a lot of DJs that's DJ Tons that's like they was doing this mixing R&B with club beats back in the day. Like one of my most memorable mixers was Whitney Houston.
Right, said Hammer Jacks.
Yeah, Whitney Houston. I need a man to take a chance on
yeah.
to a club track. It blew my mind. It like blew my mind. Like
right.
To this day right now, my brother has to tell me like, Brown, bro, keep it calm tonight, or don't dance tonight. You gotta come back and check on me because that's my therapy. You hear me?
Right. It is therapy. It's great energy. It's soulful. You just feel like you kind of escape for a second, you know, and let the music take control.
Right. It make me happy. It's one of my happy places.
Absolutely. Sure. Let's talk about Y2K. The year 2000 was, you know, very special for you guys. You guys had your debut album in the year 2000. Love Crimes, featuring, of course, the hit single No More. Listen, a lot of people, when that record came out, there was no more shopping sprees for anybody. You guys stopped shopping sprees entirely. Now tell me, what did this album do for you guys as far as opportunities, networking? Like, what did it do for your whole career, this particular album?
Well, No More, I mean, that first album really put Ruff Endz on the map for real. You know what I mean? Before No More, there was a song called Please Don't Forget About Me that was produced by Nokia from Drew Hill. Vocals by my man Scola De Niro of the Drew Hill as well. And we got a chance to do like a Baltimore thing, you know what I mean? And it came out in 99 on the Blue Streak soundtrack. So that was the first time the world has ever heard of Ruff Endz. And that was a part of the Love Crimes album. And Love Crimes is the name of the song that actually got us the record deal with Sony. That was the one song that he heard in our demo that got us the record deal. And we entitled the whole album after that song, you know what I mean, Love Crimes. But No More was the last song on the album that we actually recorded. When we thought we were done, we actually went back in and we did a couple more songs. No More was one of those songs. And that was the last song we recorded, which was the single. That was the single, you know what I mean, that we went with. So
did you guys know, even though that was the last track, did you guys think that was going to be the one? Or was there another song on that album that you guys felt a little bit more strongly about?
I'm going to let my man answer this as well, but I know we wanted more. We singers, you know what I mean? We love R&B, so we was trying to get one of those beat on your chest. We wanted one of those kind of joints. We didn't really No More was nice. We thought it was cool. But we wanted one of those R&B, we singing, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's kind of what we was looking for, you know what I mean? But,
Facts.
You know what I mean? The Sony, Epic, you know, the whole team over there at Epic, I mean, they knew what they knew, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, whoever was in charge of putting that as a single definitely knew what they knew, because, I mean, still to this day, it's one of those songs that when it comes on, it's a vibe automatically. And you know, it just puts you in a great mood. So for sure, if it's gonna last 22 years,
exactly,
they definitely knew.
Listen, when we came back to New York after recording it, and we got on the Epic floor, we got in the Sony building, we got on the floor as like 21 or something. I forget the name of the floor, but we got off the floor. When we got off the floor, we could hear No More in all the different cubicles outside in the hall. Playing,
really?
Just playing, and people stopping us. Oh my God! So the thing I used to like about Epic Epic used to let the whole team, everybody hear it, and everybody used to make decisions. You know what I mean? And which made a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Which because they used to have a lot of young people, interns there that were, you know, young interns that was in college. They used to give feedback. I mean, it was real nice. You know what I mean? Then they had a lot of the older people as well. But No More had everybody jumping, man. And I remember we people just kept stopping us on our way walking down the hall. And David McPherson, the senior vice president that signed us over there, he was like, come on. He was just trying to get us to come on. Look, come on. He was like, stop talking. You know, he just had called us and we just came right to his office. He was like, look, this is it. He put it on, blasted it.
That's crazy.
He was like, this the single right here. And we was like, and that was our 3 o'clock in the morning vocals. That was our vocals
really?
that we wanted to go back and do over again. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because we felt like we could have did it better. But
wow.
We did the least amount of singing on that song. Let's just say that. Out of the whole album, and you know, we coming like, yeah, we bringing some singing. We coming with, you know, that was the least amount of singing that we did. Like,
that's crazy.
That for a single was a song we had called Shout Out, which to me is still one of my favorite songs. It's like, it was a guy song, because it was basically a guy calling up the radio station to get a song requested for his girl because he messed up. So it's a radio song, it's a DJ song, it's a girl song. I felt like it was just one of them.
Right, checked all the boxes.
Right.
Exactly.
Singing hard on that. No More Shopping Sprees. That thing took on a life of its own. It crossed over with pop. We on shows with R. Kelly, Pink, Erd, and Jep, and a bunch of other crossover artists. I'm like, wow, like
amazing, man, amazing. Yeah, unbelievable. Man. It's
Britney
a lot. Oh, really? Britney Spears?
Yeah, because No More crossed over and went pop. It was on a Hot 100. You know what I mean? So it started to go on the, you know, those 98 rock stations started playing it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
in rotation.
So we started doing shows with just totally pop audiences, and that's when we saw a whole different side of fans. Like, it was
just
crazy.
A little bit of the game. I don't know if I'm really supposed to say this, but I'm old enough now to say what I want. So, but
they say, can you sing a verse of Apologize? Okay.
Hold on, Dante. What are you gonna say, man?
Oh man, hold on. So this is gonna come out now. You know, behind the scenes, our true story stuff. We got a lot. Oh my God! But we used to get groups added. That song, our song was so popular from Sony Epic at that time. We used to get other groups spins and get them added to stations if Ruff Endz agreed to do their Summer Jam show. You know what I mean? Groups like 3LW. Just throw it in there. I'm just saying. I'm just telling it like it is. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I never knew that part of the game. You know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of putting it out there for real, because it's an eye opener. Like, they make deals like that all the time.
All the time.
So essentially, you're saying, if your record is big enough, you have a lot of power.
Exactly.
That's the money. That's the real money. You feel what I'm
saying? But it's very interesting that you say that, because you're saying that you have power over other upcoming artists as well.
Leverage.
Well, I'll say you have what we call leverage. Leverage is a better word. Is a better word to use.
Leverage, right?
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Wow.
Big leverage. You know.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you shared that on the Low Theory. Super dope,
baby.
Listen, which song was better? I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men, or Come and Talk to Me by Jodeci?
Here you go. Y'all go with that again. Y'all go with some questions again.
All right, you go first, bro.
You said I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men, or Come and Talk to You?
Yep, Come and Talk to Me by Jodeci.
I'm going to say Come and Talk to Me by Jodeci.
Oh, okay.
Because, it just was different to me. It was different because of the approach. You know what I mean? Like, it was these dudes that just looked real swagged out. You know what I mean?
That beat was ridiculous. That
crazy.
Yeah, that joint was crazy.
Oh my
you know
gosh.
What I mean?
That was
bananas.
For
crazy.
R&B song, that was crazy. Let's just say that.
It was crazy. And then KC voice was just bananas on there. You know what I mean?
Sheesh.
So it just was different.
Yeah, really.
But
you, girl.
Boyz II Men was definitely one of my favorites. Like Boyz II Men and Jodeci, to me, were like my all-time two favorite groups. You know what I mean? And I never thought one was better than the other. I just felt like they were different groups. You know what I mean? That brought something different. You know what I mean? Which I both appreciated. Which
now, listen,
gave birth to Ruff Endz.
I gotta say, for those two, if you would have picked another Jodeci song, I probably would have said Jodeci. But "I'll Make Love to You" is ridiculous. That's when you're talking about vocals and arrangement,
exactly.
And ship. Good God of my just I know people are gonna have to revisit these songs because I'm gonna have to go listen back to it. Me and bro been into like penmanship since the beginning for real. That's one of the things that made us start writing, because Jodeci being one of our favorite groups, we felt like the penmanship on some of the up-tempo songs could have been better, to be honest with you. So we really thought to ourselves like, yo, we writers. We write too. Like, I've been writing poetry and we doing this, like, ain't no reason why we can't write something just as hot. It's just about having good music and good melodies. When we figured that part out, it was a wrap for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
"I'll Make Love to You."
Crazy. Yeah, "I'll Make Love to You" is one of my favorite Boyz II Men songs. Like, it's hard to answer that. That's like that's why we answer the questions. As you can say, I went with Jodeci, he went with Boyz II Men. So we got to give him.
It's an even draw.
We got to do it like that. You know what I mean? You put them together.
Right.
I mean.
No, for sure, 100. You guys are keeping it real. What do they say? What's the phrase when you keep it like neutral?
Yeah. I mean, not neutral. I mean, because I literally both hold them in that same. You know what I mean? They're the creme de la creme, as they say. You know what I mean? Right.
Cream
of the top. So it's
for sure.
I can't even do it.
Right, for sure. No, I know you guys are big fans of the groups for sure. Now, like, let's go a little bit further. 2002, that's that next album, that Someone to Love album, with the single, self-titled single. Talk to me about that record. I want to know, like, who wrote it, who produced it. Dave, did you produce it? Like, in the video, you're playing the piano. Are you really playing the piano on the track? I don't know. I want the inside info, bro.
I'm not playing the piano on the track. That's actually my man Troy Taylor.
Okay.
No, is it Troy Taylor?
Oliver?
Troy Oliver. Sorry, keep getting his name mixed up. Troy Oliver. Shout out to Troy Oliver. And written by Corey Rooney, man. Two phenomenal.
Corey Rooney. The name sounds familiar. What else did he write?
Corey Rooney wrote a lot of stuff for J-Lo, Mark Anthony, a lot of people that was on Columbia, a lot of pop, a lot of stuff. He wrote stuff for everybody.
He was doing A. Marie's album when we cut the song.
Exactly.
Okay. And Maria Beast.
Right. Exactly. He was on her album when we cut that song.
Oh wow.
He's incredible.
It's
Shout
just
out.
one thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Those records when we did that song.
Wow. Okay. Big tune.
Corey Rooney actually demoed the song. So when we first heard it, we was kind of like, oh, it's all right, but when we did it, took it to a whole nother level. We was like, wow.
He said he heard the song for us. He had a couple songs that he wrote. He was like, man, I just thought this would be perfect for y'all grit, y'all whatever. I remember seeing him playing it. He had his glasses on, maybe you know, he playing, touch his glasses like that. He did like this. And then he cocked that head to the side. You know, that's something musicians do. He cocked that head to the side and did a little rock. I was like,
exactly.
me and Dave looking at each other like, oh, that's fire. That's fire. It was a good fit because it felt like something that we wrote. To be honest with you, it felt like something that we could have wrote.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Now, we talked about the first album where you guys didn't think that No More would be the single, and it went crazy. Did you guys know that this was going to be the one, or did you have another joint as well that you were like, nah? Or did you same thing?
No, we knew. I felt like I knew this was going to do something. I mean, Someone to Love You was crazy because when we did the video with Melinda Williams, it was a rap. I knew. I was like, all right, this we gonna do something, baby girl in there. You know what I mean? Melinda Williams was in the video. She was like, you know what I mean? She was black in the back in the day. She was, you know, she was hot back in the day. You know what I mean? And she still is, man. Shout out to Melinda Williams for being a part of our legacy, man. So.
Absolutely. No, she's beautiful, beautiful. That video was
songs on that album though. Let me just make that clear. That's why I was saying what I was saying about like no, it's the same thing because I definitely felt like Someone to Love You was gonna make some noise. It was gonna hit. But I felt like we had a few other joints on that album that I just wanted people to hear so bad. Was that the album that had Missing You on it? The one we did with Michael Brian Cox?
That's the first album.
Listen, there's a lot of you guys got a lot. I'm
about to go back and revisit our albums today.
Please go and if you guys haven't, if you're tuning in right now, please go back and stream. I don't care what streaming platform you guys have. Just type in Ruff Endz and stream all their albums, man. Go back from the beginning to now because now we're gonna transition. We're gonna talk about the new album, the Rebirth album. Okay, now listen, good vibes, real positive. I love it. I want to talk about one particular track. It's called Overnight. Okay, now listen. I listen to the album, bro. I do my due diligence. The song Overnight, it has references or tones of Jodeci's My Heart Belongs to You. Am I wrong?
You positive. You right on point, son. You right on. for 500. You know. Jodeci for 500.
That's a dope. Listen, that's a dope track. But when I heard it, I was like, oh, okay, that's happening to that Jodeci bag.
Indeed.
So go ahead.
No, I was just, I really put it like this. All of our albums are like children. I was like our children. It's like, how can I say I love one more than the other? But each one of them gives me a different feeling. This Rebirth album is like a boat at sea, wandering. No skipper. That's what I call it. A no skipper. That's what I call it. A no skipper. Ain't no skipper. Because I play it, and I'm just thinking like, I'm really trying to dislike some stuff because I want to be super critical before anybody else can be critical. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how we are. So we did like 30 songs and then squeezed this many albums out of them, you know, out of them 30. For me, Overnight is just the melodies I really enjoyed and the writing, like the penmanship, like messing with them. Baby, you love it like the thing. So, you know what I'm saying? That's, for me, it's like I'm living out my dream as a rapper at the same time a little bit and an R&B singer. Like, because I get the melodies, man, and just kind of have fun with it, you know. And me and bro fell into a groove, man, that I really enjoy. It's like one of my happy places again, like dancing. It's like when we get into a place where it's like we limitless. Like man, listen, let's write another 4 or 5 songs. We write 10. It's real right. I love it, man. Right. That's one of my favorite songs though, Overnight.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Of course, you got the single with Lazy Bone. That's a great track too, but for some reason, Overnight just kind of grabbed me. I'm like, this is that
Yeah,
joint right here.
yeah, Overnight
And
is
and I know
amazing.
you guys have been kind of sprinkling in your IG stories that you guys got a video coming up for one for the next song.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, right?
Yeah, congratulations, man. Is another monster song that I think a lot of you females are gonna love this song when you hear it. It's definitely our take on breaking up. It's a breakup song with a different positive spin on breakup. You know what I mean? A guy congratulating you on finding happiness and finding someone that want to spend the rest of your life with. You know what I mean? And even though it didn't work out for us, I see it's working out for you now. Congratulations. That's basically the whole premise of the song. But it's a beautiful record. Our man Scola from Scola De Niro from Drew Hill is actually featured as one of the lead actors in the video. It's a real nice video, real nice song. So we're gonna be impacting radio real soon with the record. So definitely want everybody to definitely call up your R&B stations and definitely request it. And stay tuned. Stay locked to our Instagram we're gonna be dropping a video. We're days away from dropping a video, so stay tuned for that.
So what song are we talking about? Body or Congratulations?
That's Congratulations.
You're talking about Congratulations. We're talking about the one that's upcoming.
Yeah.
Hasn't been dropped yet.
Both of them just feel just right there in your face. Just right there.
Yeah.
But let me just say this real quick to all the people listening, as well as the new and upcoming artists, as well as the writers, producers. We're at this point right now of just the state of the world where we need to be more conscious about a lot of things. So me being a Moor, shout out to all the Moors, all the Moabite women out there. It's about being conscious about where you are in your life, in your world, in your existence. You feel me? So Ruff Endz, we really take a purposeful approach on our writing. This album is something that we really purposely thought about the relationship. Like for instance, Congratulations is a twist on a breakup song. Every breakup song you hear is like, like an Avant type song, bust the windows out your car, Jasmine Sullivan type of situation. But there's a lot of good people that don't work out. Like good people, you good. I'm a good person. We ain't work out. That don't mean you know whole, and that don't mean I'm a ninja and all of this, and you no good, and you a slime ball, and we just wasn't right for each other. So to take an intelligent, a purposeful, a loving approach to say, look, just because we didn't work out, I don't have to tear you down. You ain't got to tear me down. I ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying? I could leave with my dignity intact, that kind of situation. It'd be hard for a lot of us because we were raised up the opposite. You got to hate the person to get over them. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's a low quality to hate somebody. It takes a lot of energy to hate somebody to be envious. I don't want to live like that, and I wish that on no one. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just throw that in there as a sales point. Maybe you want to listen to something with purpose. That's not a Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole, which I love. You know what I'm saying? That's on the R&B tip. Spin that album.
Yeah, man. I love that. I appreciate that message, especially even with what's going on nowadays in these times. You know what I mean? Like, you're creating, you're turning a negative into a positive, but even in general, man, we just need more positivity in general right now.
Indeed, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I appreciate you guys, man. Just two more questions, and I'm gonna let you enjoy your night, because you talked about rap. You wanted to tap into your rap bag. You guys were really into your rap bag. If people don't know, now you guys appeared on Cameron's Freak. We're talking about Cameron, right?
Yeah.
Memphis Bleak appeared on a song with you guys.
Yeah.
Of course, the craziest duo ever, Ghostface and Ray.
Yeah.
Was on the remix to No More. Like, come on, you got Ghostface and Ray.
Ghostface and Ray, man.
Right.
Legends, right there.
And legends. And then you had, and then recently you had, of course, Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony What would you say would be the best decade for rap music? 80 to 90, 90 to 2000, 2000 to 2010, or 2010 to now? What would you say was the best decade?
That 90 to 2000 for me was like crazy right there, boy. 90 to 2000 was crazy.
Man, that's real hard to say.
That's why I asked you, man.
That's real hard. I'm just thinking about people's contributions. For instance, like if I say 90 to 2000, when did 50 Cent come out? And
I would say
2000.
Yeah, he came in the 2000s, but probably like early 2000s.
Now,
before.
Now, see, that's the dilemma
he
for
wouldn't
me.
make it.
But see, look, that's the dilemma for me because I'm a fan of movements, like all the stuff that like Dr. Dre did. Eminem was a movement.
Okay.
Kendrick was a movement. 50 Cent was a movement, like a movement.
Of course.
That introduced.
No, listen, I understand what you're saying clearly, but you got to understand.
But you have huge LL fan. I'm a diehard LL fan. LL is in my top 5.
Incredible. And I don't disagree, but you have to understand this. In those decades, how many movements were happening? You might have had one with an Eminem, but I'm going from 90 to 2000 where there was a lot of movement. Illmatic, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, Biggie, Ready to Die. I mean, we can keep going. So I understand what you're saying, bro, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. You talking to a diehard Nas fan. Nasir Jones. I'm for sure. Like, yeah, man. Then you got your cool raps. You got your KRS-Ones.
Right.
You got your Big Chains, who was the first of his kind. Right. Then if you want to go back further than that, you got the Architects. We were around. Listen.
Flip mode.
Listen, man. People, hey, I thought I was Busta Rhymes' little brother for a long time. They're like, boy, y'all saying I got the same fault. But then we were around. We were blessed. Put it like this: we were fortunate enough to be around some of the architects like Sugar Hill Gang. We were around the Sugar Hill Gang like every week. Like they called us little nephew and stuff like that. If you really want to get technical,
pioneers.
Raps, you're like Curtis Blows, but like the first of their kind. A slick rapper, what I'm talking about. Right. Like, you know what I mean? A bunch of them came after them, but I don't know. That's why I said it's hard. Because even before that, you got people that like Coogee Rap. You got the favorite.
No, I feel you.
That's some of the favorite rapper.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's hard to answer that question because you're right. There's so many pioneers who paved the way that people wouldn't be in a certain position without them. So I understand that.
Man, they put in some work. They put in some work. You hear me?
Yeah, no, for sure. Now listen, last question, and then if you guys don't mind, the last question would be just kind of like, what do you want to say to your fans? But another thing I want to ask before I let you go is, you guys mind giving me maybe a little bit of, acapella of No More, just something light, sprinkle it in, if you want. I
like how you put it out there. You were like,
no pressure.
Giving me a little piece of No More, if you want, just if you want. You know what I mean? You ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta, if you don't want to, you know.
We're good. We're good either way. We're good either way.
Oh.
But what do you want to say to your fans though? They're all in here, man.
We love y'all, man. That's what we want to say first and foremost. First of all, I want to definitely give glory to my Lord and Savior, man. Jesus Christ for saving my life, man, and giving me these gifts, linking me up with my bro. We met some years ago. And my mom, was a woman of God, man, and spoke that it was destiny that we met, and said we was going to do some great things, and we did it. You know what I mean? So, but we wouldn't be here without our fans. So we definitely want to let you guys know we appreciate you supporting our music, because it's your supporting of our music that has really given us life, and that is actually was able to even make a comeback. And we're back doing music because you still are listening to our music. You know what I mean?
Right.
We were able to come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you just stop listening at all, you know, we wouldn't probably be able to come back. You know what I mean? So I just I'm thankful to you guys, and we're gonna, you know, we got a lot more music to give you. We got a lot more to add to the Ruff Endz catalog. So definitely follow us on our Instagram at official Ruff Endz. Link to our new album Rebirth. We actually have a new album that we're working on currently as well. But check out the new stuff, our latest album if you haven't. We have an album before this called Soul Brothers as well. That's available as well. That's out there. And just, you know, stay up to tune with Ruff Endz. We on tour. We out on the road this year, so we're gonna be working on a few tours later in the, you know, late summer or whatever. So definitely check us out on the road as well. And you know, to all our fans out there that's working on something big, man, you know, you can do it. We're two brothers from the rough end of Baltimore, and we're now still living our dreams and still doing the things that we are purposed to do.
Yes.
And if we can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? I want you to know you can do whatever you set your mind to. You were definitely created to do great things, and God has definitely purposed you for greatness. You know what I mean? So find out whatever it is, and get to it. You know what I mean? Hopefully our live or this interview can encourage you, inspire you to definitely tap into your purpose, because it's all about purpose living. You know what I mean?
Right. Just to add
to that,
quick, just to add to it, definitely shout out to the creator. Definitely shout out to the ancestors, you know, for all the work y'all put down for us. I'm a big believer in the power of each other, and I'm saying that to say, we've been through a lot these last couple of years. You know, the world is opening back up, and I'm a mental health advocate as well. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody struggling, man. Everybody that feel alone. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. You are it. Like, don't question that about yourself, because you've been around people, or you feel like you need people's, you know, confirmation of who you are. You don't need anybody's confirmation. You don't need anyone's confirmation, you know what I mean, to know you're special. So I just want to send out big love to everybody that's struggling, that's going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pushing you to be the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of us, that's a lot of work. You know, let's just be honest. But one of the things I definitely want to say to the fans is thank you for saving our lives. Thank you for saving my life, you know, because the right kind of attention saves a lot of people's lives. You know, it saves a lot of us from just being hard on ourselves. You know what I mean? So shout out to all our fans, man. We love y'all. Thanks for keeping us relevant. Thanks for streaming the album, buying tickets to our shows. You know what I'm saying? All of that great stuff, as well as support to other artists, because you have no idea how much your support means at the end of the day. So shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all, for real.
Amazing, man. Absolutely. We appreciate the messages. For anybody who's struggling with mental health, for anybody who needs, you know, a prayer, I appreciate both of you guys for dropping both those messages. So what's up? Are you gonna circle back and kind of do what I requested, or are we good? You got your tea. You got your lemon with the tea to make sure your throat's good. Like, what up?
Singers be famous for that. Yo, it's a bad, yo, mom. I got a cold, yo. I got
right. Nah. I don't want to.
Baby, and I promise you'll see what I see. The most beautiful thing, heaven and earth both adore you now. So don't change the way you are. So don't change the things you do. All because one man was untrue to you. And one day he's gonna realize that he gave up a jewel when he gave up you. Huh. he was wrong. And he knows it. But he just won't admit it, baby.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
All right,
1, 2, 3, and chuba 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 chuba. I'm putting the little the DJ.
Is it going to delay if I beatbox and you sing?
It might be delayed. It might be delayed, but do your best.
It's gonna be delayed, yo. It's gonna be delayed. I thought about it already. Yep, it's gonna be delayed coming through. They gotta fix this. Somebody need to come out with a social media that can have like connected like audio.
That's the next level. I mean?
Yeah,
that's the
because
upgrade.
They already have it like in the Pro Tools and a lot of the audio like recording software. They have the software where like I can record where you're at and you can record where you're at. You're playing the bass, I'm playing keyboard.
Yep.
They have a it's a sync. The metronome is in sync.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, so let's not have the delays. Listen, she already blessed us with something. David, what's up?
Come on, yeah.
Relax, sit back and chill. Just give me a second and let me tell you how I feel. All around town, you've been stepping out, running your mouth about or make you think I wouldn't find out. Was I not there for you, truly care for you? Maybe my love was just too much. You could have had a good, now the love is gone. Now it's back to your hood with the 5411s on. Yeah.
Yes. That's it. It's over. It's a wrap.
You already know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Man, incredible, man. You guys are incredible, man. I've been big fans for a long time. You know what I mean? I was there from the inception, you know, bought the album. So I really appreciate you talking to you guys. I think it was a great conversation. I'm glad to tap in and get to know a little bit about Baltimore, get to know a little bit about hip hop.
Let me just say this. Look, one thing about Baltimore, when you said about Baltimore, just to add, Baltimore, we wasn't together for a while. When our city, you know what happened with Freddie Gray and the uprisings in Baltimore, you've seen CVS on fire and all of that. That happened. Our city is the reason why we got back together, because I actually ran into Dante and we actually ended up doing a song called "Time for Change" for the city of Baltimore, and that's how. Doing that song is what really ignited the fire of us actually becoming a group again and getting back in the studio. So just to put that in there. So yeah, Baltimore is definitely one of our hometowns. Shout out to our city. Shout out to all our supporters at home that has pushed us along the way from 2 boys to 2 men in the music business, man, that have created something that will be down in R&B history, man. So we are fortunate. Yes, we feel blessed. And 100%. Look, again, man, thank you for your platform, bro, man, for real. Because it's platforms like these, man, not all the time does artists, the industry is different now. I'll just say that. It's a different industry. So it's not like how it used to be. So these platforms are so helpful, you know what I mean, to us, you know, us spreading the word, to get the word out to us reaching fans and letting the, you know, people know that we back. And that we back making music. So appreciate you, brother, for this platform, and thank you for having us.
100%, man. Anytime the door is open, when you got the new album dropping, let's circle back. Let's do it again.
You already know, man.
All right, guys, listen, have a blessed night, and thank you again. It was my pleasure.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Peace.